What is up, guys? We're back again with another video today, and today I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about the current state of Duet Night Abyss. I wanted to hear your guys' opinion on the current state Duet Night Abyss. What do you guys think? It's in a bad state, a boring state, a good state? Maybe y'all are still having fun, maybe you're still enjoying doing a lot of different stuff in Duet Night Abyss, whether that be farming genie mons, going around building different characters. Maybe you found a new little tech you can work on, or anything like that. But yeah, if you guys like this video, like the video, comment, subscribe, and be sure to comment, in fact, because I'm very curious on what you guys are going to be doing right now to keep yourself entertained. Because at first, obviously, when Duet Night Abyss first launched, I mean, as with most games, if you're having fun on the game, there's going to be a lot of content for you to cover. But obviously, it is not unlimited, right? This is 1.1 for the game, or 1.0 for the game, and we know they're like building up a lot of stuff for 1.1 because they want to drop just a big update, new region, a bunch of new characters for everybody to build, have fun with, new weapons, all sorts of different stuff for us in 1.1. So obviously 1.0 would usually be like just the most amazing thing in the world, but since Duet Night Abyss, obviously in the last 3 months of their development, they like went out of their way and they changed from a gacha game to a normal game. There isn't really that they couldn't just drop everything on us, right? They didn't just drop a banger. Obviously the game is fun, enjoyable, and everything, but we know that they have more coming. They said that they're gonna be trying to make 1.1 just amazing. They're holding a lot of stuff for it, a lot of QOLs, a lot of characters, a lot of weapons. They have a lot of stuff loaded up for 1.1. But that also means that we don't get everything in 1.0, when usually this would be the most popular time for a video game. So I'm very curious about what you guys are doing right now, because obviously, as for a content creator like myself, since I'm making videos, I went out of my way to build a lot of characters. I had to try and get my account leveled up to like level 60 so I could make better content or get different characters. For example, Fantasio, he was another character that I used at level 60 that you need level 64, and he's really good in the current immersive theater. So he was another character that I really wanted to get to 60 to make a video for you guys on, and I was able to do that. So that was another reason for me to really play the game. I was trying to like push level to get further, so that was motivation for me to continue playing. That was pretty fun. Obviously, making builds for a bunch of different characters were fun, or even different builds for the same character as well was pretty good. We just got Fina. Making different builds with her was very enjoyable. She's a very good support. I like the little fireworks stuff that she has going on, because he gives all your characters with like that use their weapons to hit just a bunch of different colors. So that's pretty fun to do as well, obviously. But the thing is, like, Fina's not really like a DPS character. She's only really a support. So there's only so much you can really do to her or do with her to keep yourself entertained, right? Like, it's not like I can go try and hit this big number, or I can go try and like one-shot this boss, right? She sits in the supportive role, so she's not there to be like really flashy, even though Fina is probably a little bit flashier than usual because of all the summons that she gets and the fact that she gives you all the little colors on screen. So that kept me like entertained for a little while as well. Obviously, just like making as I said before, making separate builds for each character, like having a different build, like Fina for example as well. Another perfect example is I have 2 builds on her. I have the normal one where you just want a bunch of duration and not a lot of damage, just to make sure you have your permanent uptime, and then I have the one where it's like you have less duration, you want to have her do more damage than usual. Obviously she's not just a DPS, but making different builds was fun. Also, finding unique weapons was very fun as well. For like Outsider, using the Iteki on Outsider, that was really fun for me. I had a blast using that build, and obviously Outsider is a melee character, so being able to do the little cool Monster Hunter Helm Slash, feeling all anime, that was very fun for a while. Using the chainsaw on Lisbel, that is another thing that's like a little unique mechanic. That's been very fun for me. Another example would be the bow on Lady Niffle. I mean, this one's on one of the more popular ones in the game as well. Using this bow on C6, or whatever you want to call it, Intron 6 Lady Niffle. Absolutely peak, seeing all the explosions everywhere over the map. It clears the screen. Extremely fun. But obviously with all that, it's like when you play the game this much, obviously I'm to the point where it's like there's not a lot of things in the game to do right now other than farming just demon wedges. And unfortunately, that is not multiplayer. I'm not gonna like dwell on that too much because I've already made a video talking about it. But yeah, it's not multiplayer, so I don't really just want to sit here solo farm it permanently. I don't find that very enjoyable for myself. I feel like it needs to be multiplayer. And unfortunately, that's just really it for now, right? The event that they dropped wasn't really the greatest. I know some people liked it, obviously, this is subjective. I personally didn't think the event was that good. I think it was just whatever, just get on, do it, get it out of the way, be on your way. It was pretty quick. It's not anything hard. You don't really have to use your brain. I think it was just okay. But again, like, I don't really have content to use most of these builds on anymore. I'm not gonna sit here and mindlessly push immersive theater because there's no real reward for pushing immersive theater. For immersive theater, like, you get all the bulk of your reward, like literally 99% of your rewards you get from just getting to floor 12, and then after that you get like 10 of the time, just 10 of the currency, and you need like 150 of it to even get one chance at getting a part for the weapon. So I mean, there's no real, at least I don't see the real reason to sit there and just mindlessly grind immersive theater. That's not my means of enjoyment. Some people do, obviously, to each their own, but I don't really think it's that fun. I don't really think there's like a bunch of new stuff I can try in this game. Obviously, I am building up other characters now, like the ones that are like weaker in the roster, that, well, a lot weaker in the roster, so I'm working on them right now. But obviously, since they're a lot weaker and they don't really do like a whole lot, especially since because they're so much weaker than characters that are doing the same things that they're doing, there's not like a bunch of excitement there either, right? Because we know it's like these characters already do it way better than them, way more efficient than them, way faster than them. So it's like, obviously you're gonna build them, but it's like really just to be a little bit different or to just get a different flavor, right? You just want to try something new. So that's the only real reason to go out of your way to build them. It's not for efficiency. In fact, you're honestly, it's hard to say losing resources by doing it, because getting more characters to play is very fun, playing more characters even if they're not as strong. But yeah, for efficiency wise, or like, you are technically losing out on resources because there's other characters that can do it better than them. So that was another thing I wanted to talk about as well. Obviously, I won't dwell on it too much. Like I said before, I already made a video talking about the end game of this game. Now let's talk about a little bit of the exploration. I think the exploration in this game is being generous. There's literally no damn reason to go out and explore other than getting your genie mons, and we've all done genie mons just every damn time, every 3-day reset. We've been doing it over and over and over, so obviously that gets a bit boring. I dropped like a video on how I do it now just to save myself the trouble of being annoyed by it too much. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing that obviously, but like, there's not a whole lot to explore for. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, that's just how it is. So then it basically comes down to the question is, what should I be doing now? What do I want to be doing now, right? Because obviously there's the just normal mindlessly grinding demon wedges, there's running around to get genie mons, but as I said, the open world in this game, because it was just like so rushed from swapping from a gacha to the type of game that it is now, there's not a whole lot to do. The chests out there, very grim, broken, poor, they have nothing in them. God damn, those chests are just sad. And then you have like the side quests. They're pretty damn boring. There's not a whole lot of excitement to the side questing in this game. So I mean, there's not like a lot of reason to go out and really do that. The XP that they give are very like just okay as well. So there's not like a really big incentive to oh, I really want this reward, I really want this from the side quest. There's not really a whole lot there either. And then I wanted to ask you guys again, is like, is it really a bad thing for the game to be like this? I think for the average player, it's like, I don't think the average player is obviously this far ahead, right? Because getting level 60 in this game is still quite a bit of, it's a massive grind, man. It takes a lot out of you to get to level 60, and especially if you're not low lifing, and I don't think most people are going to be level 60 even though the game's been out for this long. So I think it is fine for the game to currently be like this. It's just that obviously as a content creator, I was pushing to get certain levels for certain rewards so I could make better content, stuff like that. So I think for the average player, it's fine. Obviously the situation I'm in right now, it's the point where I need to just say, okay, I've done a lot. I've done a lot in the game. Now, when I get on the game, what do I want to do now? I'm probably just going to get on, do my dailies, maybe farm a little bit towards this character. Maybe I'll do the weekly boss of this character's introns, or maybe I'll just do a little bit of that demon wedge grind. But then I'll just say, you know what? Okay, that's been enough for today. I'm going to just take a step back. I'm going to get off the game and I'll be back on that tomorrow to, like, I guess pretty much repeat the same thing, right? There's not a whole lot to do other than just demon wedge farm. And then I know that like when 1.1 drops, there's going to be a lot of content there for me to just absolutely dig into and have a blast again running at it. So I think the state of Duet Night Abyss right now, it's okay. Obviously, it's going to be like this if you just grind a shit ton. For the average player, it's probably still very fun because they have a lot to do. But for the state that it's in for me, I mean, it's just okay, right? I'll just get on, do what I got to do, get off the game, I'll be back tomorrow, and then I'll be ready for 1.1. And yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. I just wanted to give my thoughts on how I think this current state of Duet Night Abyss is. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Again, let me know what you guys are doing for your enjoyment right now. Let me know if you guys are like me, where you're just getting on to a little bit of demon wedge grind and then you're taking a step back to play something else until 1.1 gets here. Maybe just something like very interesting. Maybe you really like the genie mon farm. Maybe you really like the exploration, or maybe you just really like just mindlessly grinding. You're just trying to get extra resources for 1.1. You could be doing that as well. But yeah, if you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace out, guys.